you imagine anyone actually enjoys living here? I simply cannot.
Can't wait to get out of this place. You lost? Or just come to ask an out-of-work miner how his day's going? Yeah. I just wish Sidonia had a bit more to offer while I'm trying to enjoy my unemployment. Not much in the way of entertainment around here. Speaking of, looks like the Galactic Raiders are the #1 pick for the Universal Championship this year. You think you're funny, huh? I know your type. Come back when you know how to take your job seriously. Looks like the Galactic Raiders are the #1 pick for the Universal Championship this year. Not a sports fan, huh? Why don't you take a hike? Oh, and what do you know? Get out of here. Well, look who's back with another smart-ass remark. A popular opinion I've heard, but not one I have time to discuss. You got something to say it. An interesting theory, just don't go saying that at the Red Mile.
Please exercise.
All right. I've had enough. I like your style, but I'm done with the small talk here. All right. I've had enough. You're damn right it is. I heard they were sending someone new. Nice to see you made it. Either way, there's a deal being proposed between Infinity Ltd and Deimos Staryards. Since I believe this information to be valuable, and you're the second biggest pain in my ass, I'm upping my price. Of course, if you can't pay up, I'm still willing to be generous and offer a little side job.
At least you're being open about the fact that you are gouging us. Very well. If we are not presented with a more reasonable offer, we will be left with no choice but to take the information.
I don't think Ryujin would be too happy to hear about losing one of their informants.
Well, I do not work for Ryujin, so I care little what they might think. All I care about is a fair price.
All right, I get it. You want reasonable? This is as low as I go. I knew you'd see reason. The information I have is on a deal for something called Project Dominion. I'm giving you 2 slates. They contain surveillance and interaction data for Stanley McMillan, the Infinity rep, that I obtained myself. I'm also giving you a 3rd slate because you're going to need to download the files on Project Dominion off his computer yourself. Getting information is what you people do. I'm just a lowly, yet very well-paid informant, here to point you in the right direction. Best guess is it has something to do with Infinity getting into the neuroamp business. Stanley McMillan seemed to think Ryujin would be the one company threatened by this news, so their entry must involve something big. Nice doing business with you.
What the hell are you doing in this dump of a city? What the hell are you doing in this dump of a city anyway? You draw the short stick at work or what?
Infinity sent me to get Deimos to bite on a deal. He's even got a catchy code name. Project Dominion.
Sounds like world domination to me, buddy. I'd buy into that in a heartbeat.
Right? I'm telling you, this Project Dominion is the real deal. We ought to be selling this to Inception or Quantum.
Hell, you should be in the Astro Lounge making Ryujin Industries beg for that tech.
Ha! That'd be the greatest irony of them all, but not this baby. Dominion is finally gonna put Infinity first. We'll beat Ryujin at their own game.
Time for me to get off this rock. The guy thinks he's too good for Sidonia. Bit of a jerk if you ask me. Thinks he's smart, but give him the right nudge and he'll believe almost anything you say. The data slate is Stanley's general itinerary. He keeps a routine schedule, so it's something to plan around. The audio slate recorded my first attempt to get information out of him, see if he knew anything worth selling. Obviously it paid off. He calls out Project Dominion, but it was all the snide comments about Ryujin that told me it was valuable. Oh. And if you listen to it, no comments on my southern accent. I'm working on it. People these days.
The United Colonies are proud to support the citizens of Sidonia.
Deimos. One of the earliest... I never had the patience for computer systems.
I swear that warning klaxon still starts.
Have a good one.
got anything I can help you with? You were able to land it, so I'm...
If you're wondering what that smell is, I hate waiting.
I've been waiting here for ages.
Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours.
Well, that took longer than expected. I hope whatever information Simon had was worth it. You've got a little spark in you. I like it. Now, let's see if what Mr. Rychek found was worth all the fuss. Give me a moment to run a decryption. Let's see. Got the key, deciphering, and done. Well, well, well. Looks like our friend Simon wasn't joking. This is a sales initiative for Project Dominion. It's not an Infinity Ltd design. It's one of ours. They didn't even bother to scrub the name, meaning someone never thought they'd get caught. Come with me. Masako needs to hear about this.
Ularu? What is this about? Who is this?
This is our latest junior operative. I sent him on an assignment to rendezvous with an informant. But here's the real news. Infinity Ltd has gotten their hands on Project Dominion.
Impossible.
Not only that, they're trying to sell it under their own name.
Of course they are. We need fines to investigate this immediately. Since you found this information, I am trusting you to help investigate. You see, Project Dominion is confidential. It requires a high security clearance to even know it exists. If Infinity Ltd has obtained any information on it, that means we have a very well-connected mole within our corporation. I suppose, since we're trusting you in this investigation, I can give you some details. Project Dominion is our latest advancement in neuroamp technology. Our current neuroamps are all external devices, but Project Dominion would be the first surgically implanted internal neuroamp on the market. The project itself was nearing completion. which is why exposing the mole is of utmost importance. We can't allow any more research to fall into their hands. Exactly. I want you to go see Dalton Fines, our Chief Security Officer. I'll send him the details. You've brought an enormous security violation to our attention, so I trust your help in any way possible. And thank you. Some operatives may have seized this as an opportunity for extortion. It's good to know your loyalty lies with us. Dalton.
Ah, the lovely Miss Amada. How can I help?
Cut the crap, Dalton. I'm sending an operative your way, along with some files to your computer.
I'll be ready.
Not for this one, but I trust you'll get it done.
Don't cause any trouble.
This deal could be huge. This could be the most important thing.
Good. You're here. So, thanks to your work in Sidonia, I'm told someone here has leaked information on Project Dominion to our adversaries at Infinity Ltd. A mole within the company means a failing in my department. We're initiating Security Directive Theta, which means a full sweep of every employee in this building, Masako and myself included.
No, I told you to get it before we left.
It's certainly a failing. But for now, we're focusing on redemption. Directive Theta has one unique case, and that's Ularu Chen. The directive calls for a specialized programmer known as Nix to investigate her. But he'll need your assistance for an unusual assignment. Ularu has the ability to thwart any investigation, so it's imperative she knows nothing about this directive. Her knowledge and talents are why she's the Chief of Operations. So she is the best equipped to evade detection. Believe me, if this mole slipped past us, it would have slipped past anyone. I won't go into the nature of our practices, but our methods are second to none. Nix will be giving you a program to run on Ularu's computer that will pull any data needed to prove her guilty or innocent. Your job is to infiltrate Ryujin Tower as an anonymous outsider in order to run this program completely off the books. This means your keycard will be turned off, and the security guards in the building will consider you to be trespassing. We employ over 100 members of our security team who rotate floors and shifts. It's possible you'll be recognized, but even so, my orders will be strict. Authorized security personnel only. And you certainly won't qualify, making you an immediate suspect. If that's a joke, it isn't funny. We're trusting you to get this job done as discreetly as possible. In the meantime, I'll ensure all non-essential employees, Ularu included, have left the building, claiming routine security maintenance. During that time, I'll be unlocking access to the tower's ventilation system, which you can utilize to help avoid detection. I'm also issuing you a disruptor, which should help in avoiding casualties should a worst-case scenario turn up. Ularu doesn't know about Directive Theta, but she'll fully expect a building closure while we investigate. As far as she knows, it's standard procedure. One that she no doubt has already made accommodations for. This is why we're bringing in a third party. She won't be expecting to go up against Neon's best. And it's also why secrecy is of utmost importance. Not even our own security detail can know, in case the information leaks. Let me remind you that not only are we talking about innocent people, but these are also your co-workers. It's in your best interest, as well as Ryujin's, to make sure that no one is harmed. You'll meet Nix at Madame Sauvage's place. He knows Directive Theta has been enacted.
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
So, why did you drag me in here?
You said you wanted to buy something nice for your girlfriend.
Can I
so
help
here
you?
we are.
Are you sure you're in the right place? You certainly don't look like one of our usual clientele.
Hey, you're the one that told me she has expensive tastes.
There's expensive, and then there's the Emporium.
I take it from your tone I've made an error in judgment. Please forgive my disrespect. We have quite a few, shall we say, thugs that find their way into my establishment and create a disturbance. In fact, there's a particular Seoka member who calls himself Headlock, who repeatedly torments me by damaging my goods. You mean kill him? Even if I wanted to, I wouldn't know how. I've never been terribly good at that sort of thing.
Well, I believe every individual should know how to defend themselves. In this particular case, that course of action seems ill-advised.
Anyway, I've already taken up too much of your valuable time. Was there anything else I could help you with? Oh my goodness, that's such a relief. You have no idea. Thank you for accepting my offer. Headlock's quite a dangerous gentleman. I believe you can find him hanging out somewhere in Epside near Frankie's Grab and Go. No one knows. Seoka are sleek, well-dressed mobsters. They aren't low-life gang members. Why they choose to hang out at a run-down little convenience store like that is beyond me. You say that, but Seoka aren't exactly pushovers when it comes to this sort of thing, so you better watch your ass. Anyway, that's really all I know. Head back here when you've taken care of the situation. Good luck. You won't find a more elegant selection. Please visit us again if you're in the market for luxury items.
Look, man.
Sophistication, the Emporium, Neon's premier seller of all. The power flows. Each of our unique stories are unfolded in disaster.
Always a satisfying.
Constellation vessel. Sam? Sam, is that you? I could use a little help if you're not too busy. Concentrate fire.
And hit their engines. Target's draft time is 10.
Before I have to head off.
So what, if we count this incident as the second time I've saved you?
It's not a competition, Sam.
Sure it isn't. So there's that time at the asteroid belt, the one on Neon. So, I still owe you 3, Lillian.
4. You always forget that cargo freighter with the explosives.
4. Definitely 4 then.
But, Captain, in all seriousness, your help is appreciated. Likewise. Is Cora on board?
Mom!
Oh, babe girl. It's so good to hear your voice.
Can we come over and visit?
Sadly not now, honey. I'm still on the clock.
Crime never sleeps.
At this point, I'd settle for a catnap. I am planning a proper vacation one day. I hear Paradiso was nice.
Is this the famous vacation you've been planning since before I met you?
Always with the wisecracks. Captain, nice moves. It's good to know my daughter's in good hands.
What about me?
What about you, Sam? I'm kidding. You always said I need to have a better sense of humor.
Forget I ever mentioned that.
Take care.
Setting down, everything in the green.
Not enough oxygen to breathe. Helmets it is then. adventure you can fly away from. Is that how the saying goes?
Captain, landing procedure initiated.
I find the interior of this ship Quota freights are coming soon. No time to talk. Aquila City is always...
Holy shit.
Okay, let's all just... We all want to protect people from the Ashtown. We're on the same side here.
The hell with that. This ain't the way things are done, and that's the end of it.
With due respect, I have repeatedly explained that I do not need permission. I came to you in the spirit of cooperation, but if this is the reaction...
Always. Why you trying to fix something that ain't broke?
Mr. Wilson, we can deal with the Ashta better, safer. We didn't turn down fire or space flight because we'd managed just fine until that point.
I will not be talked down to like this.
Okay. Miss Alpin, please don't take any further action until we've had some time to think this over. All right?
Friend, I gotta confess, I'm not much in the mood for conversation. I know, I shouldn't let that woman get up under my skin, but, well, I can't seem to help it. Well then, you got about as much sense as she does. Look, this ain't New Atlantis. It ain't all flowers and chirping birds out there. These walls around us, they're here for a damn good reason. I've trained the guards here for years, again, for a damn good reason. We get it wrong, we not watching all the time, then the ash to kill innocent people. That's the simple reality of the situation. So when someone struts into town with their untested ideas on how to do things better than those of us who dedicated our lives to protecting the city, that don't go over so well. That's a big if, and I'm not about to do a live test of whatever tech she thinks she got. Look, this is getting my blood pressure up talking about this so damn much. You think you can talk some sense into her? Be my guest. Otherwise, I suggest you leave defending this city to the people who spent their lives doing it.
Yes? He is not here. I am disappointed, but relieved somehow?
I love you like a brother, man.
No. This is the only place he would be. I know him well enough to know that. Someone here must know more. We should inquire about him.
If you need something to ease the pain, I can set you up.
I'm busy. Leave me alone. You ain't here looking for Erin. She is.
Hello, Aggie. I was unsure whether you would remember me. It has been a long time.
I ain't likely to forget you anytime soon. Don't try to play tough with me. I ain't got the time or the patience for it. She didn't ruin Aaron's life enough the first time, huh? Back for more?
Ruin his life? How dare you?
Did she tell you what she did to him? How she left him bleeding on some godforsaken rock in the middle of nowhere? Ah, sure. You didn't have to look at him all this time. Aaron sat in that corner for years, scared of his own shadow, convinced the damned zealots were coming back to finish the job. The few credits he had to rub together that didn't get spent on drink, he spent on setting himself up someplace where they couldn't find him. Wouldn't trust anyone that walked through the door. Only ever talked to me when he was drunk enough. If either of you cared, you wouldn't just be showing up now. Aaron ain't been in here for almost a year now. Showed up one day saying he'd gone and got himself set up on Hyla 2, thanking me for letting him stay here so often. It was the closest I'd seen him to happy in I don't know how long. And that was it. Never came through the door again.
Did he ever mention me?
You mean, did he blame you? That's what you want to know. I know guilt when I see it. Don't try and deny it.
Fine. Did he blame me?
No. Believed you were one of the good ones, right up until the last time I talked to him. Me? I don't think your kind has good ones.
My kind?
I know what you are. You take your holier-than-thou bullshit and your great serpent and shove 'em.
You dare insult me like this when I have come to you asking for help. I should kill you where you stand. Fine. But perhaps I will return here at some point.
Well, this has been so much fun. You see Aaron, you tell him I got a bottle of his favorite stashed away if he ever shows up again. But honestly, I'm hoping he doesn't.
Yes? What?
We have something to go on, at least. I am grateful that you showed some compassion, despite that woman's attitude. I do not have your patience. Well, it was convincing enough. I'm eager to reach Hyla 2 and speak to Aaron. Perhaps there is something we can do to help him. Provide him a sense of safety. Of course. What would you like to know? He is a quiet man. Reserved. I believe he had lived through a great many hardships, though he never spoke of them. I never felt it proper to ask. He valued his personal space and quiet moments. It was one thing we always shared in common. Years ago, I had heard he was alive, but did not attempt to contact him. I did not feel it was right. I hope this is not a mistake. I do not know, not for sure. I did not see them fall that day, and I suppose I have hoped they survived. I admit I have not investigated before now, at least in part because of what I feared I might learn. House Varun is in a distant corner of space, far away from the rest of the settled systems. While this serves our interests, it can also pose challenges. Many critical resources are scarce, and diplomatic relations with the United Colonies and Freestar Collective were tense at the best of times. It was the most practical way to acquire what we need, without raising too many questions. Still is. All right. If you have more questions, I shall do my best to answer them. May you find favor in all things.
Ethan handles all the orders.
I could do with a little excitement.
Good to be back in our own...
Are you prepared to face judgment? got a little too exciting back there. Most ships would have bugged out and left us with this mess. But you, total class act. Any way we can repay you? Of course. You take care.
Time to park this buggy.
To harvest any organic materials, now would be the time.
Good day, Captain.
We should be on our guard here. If we could detect the camp from orbit, it means others could too. And I have no idea what fortifications he may have. When we arrive, would you let me speak to him first? I think that is important right now. Thank you. From what Aggie said, it sounds like he has been rather paranoid for years now. That, too, I fear, is my fault. Let us proceed slowly and carefully. I do not want to antagonize him. What does your scanner reveal? minutes.
Come on.
You will fall.
Give up already. I thought I saw something. I need to be sure. I don't know what to say. I thought there would be a chance to speak to him. To make amends. Or at least to hear him curse me for leaving him. I was prepared to accept that. I did not think I would find him like this. At least these vermin didn't get him. He's been gone for... Well, clearly it's been some time. Look around. There will be correspondence from Jade Wong, I am sure of it. This cannot all be for nothing. You found something. Please, let me see it. I should have guessed. Jada was always the one to run towards trouble. Of course she would still be doing it now. In her own way. She has been for as long as I have known her. Jada was younger than some of the other smugglers we contracted. There was concern she would be unreliable. As time went on, we called on her more and more often, eventually relying on her almost exclusively. She was sharp, a skilled pilot and very, very determined. Always talking about her big plans for retirement, how she would live like a queen. I am not surprised that she would desire revenge. But to go this far, we need to find her. But before we go, I've discovered something else, and I do not know what to make of it. Aaron was composing a reply to Jada, but never sent it. It reads as if he was expecting the Zealots to find him, that they knew where to look for him. Clearly he had become paranoid, but that does not mean he was wrong. What bothers me, though, is that he mentions a name he should not know. Tomisar Kadik. Nor should you. For all of my assignments in the settled systems, Tomisar has been my link to House Barun. From him, I have received my orders, and he is the person to whom I have reported my success. He does not work with anyone outside House Barun, and I am the only one who knows how and where to find him. Aaron should never have heard of him. It is hardly that simple. We must first make sure that Jada is safe, and perhaps she will be able to shed light on this. Let us head for the den. Hope you can. Let's succeed at that before we are discovered. Your abilities are truly amazing.
Hey there. Glad to see you again. I received a message from my mother a few... It was nice talking to you again.
Approaching vessel. Docking approved.
Nice clean dock, Captain.
Either she is here, or someone.
If there's anything I can do for you, please. I hope we have what you need. May I be of service?
I try not to trade in gossip,
something you
but
needed?
if you have
I hope we have what you need.
information, I'm all ears. If you're ever in New Atlantis, mind putting in a good word for me? I don't think my messages to SSNN are getting through.
How may the trader? By all means.
My biggest fan. Marquez is all right, I guess. Jada? I'm not really supposed to be giving out that kind of information. But hey, you did me a favor with that whole commendation thing. So, I saw Jada with Reyna. Something about zealots in the Groombridge system, and how she was going after them no matter what. She was really wound up about it. Sounded urgent and pretty serious. Hey, you didn't hear this from me, okay? Okay, then.
What? Oh, sorry.
Haven't seen you around here before. Welcome to the den. Good to see another Vanguard pilot. Actually, it's very much my concern. I did just say I run the show here. So, you can take that attitude and walk right back out the airlock. We're done here. The same thing we do everywhere. Sometimes it's a little... I wouldn't mind a little more. Fly safe.
Hello, Captain.
Clean separation, Captain. Perfect.
Set of stars.
Unidentified ship. You are not authorized to be here. State your business. Who the hell are you? And what are you doing here? I was setting up an ambush, but odds are that you've blown it. And my question still stands. What the hell do you think you're doing? You're what? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You show up here now of all times? Shit. I've got multiple ships inbound. Too late to run. Sure hope you're prepared for a fight. We're talking, which means I'm alive. Which means as far as you're concerned, I'm fine. Look, my grav drive is fried. I need time to repair, if I can even manage it. You didn't take the opportunity to blow me up. So either that's not your goal, or you're playing some long game. You want to explain yourself? I can't stop you from coming over here. But I'm gonna be armed, and it's gonna be aimed at her head. just so we're all clear.
Pressure normalized, and we're docked.
Lost in my thoughts, but glad to be back.
How can you possibly show your face?
I am glad to see that you are safe, Jada. I am sorry if this is difficult for you.
Difficult? Are you serious right now? You set us up, killed my friends, and then a decade later you show up like nothing happened? Have you lost your mind?
Set you up? I was not behind that. It was Zealots, you know that. We were all attacked.
Don't bullshit me. Not now. And who the hell are you? Her backup dancer? Okay. Clearly I'm fine, relatively speaking. You've got some explaining to do, though. What are you doing here with her? You don't look like Varun to me. Why? So you can finish the job she started?
Jada, you are my friend. I was not part of that attack.
You know, for a while I told myself it was a coincidence that you disappeared once the shooting started. That you were long gone when the dust settled. Told myself, no, it couldn't possibly be her. Not after all those years we spent working together. We're friends. So I went after the Zealots. And then I found out the truth. Your damned High Council. They knew. Told the Zealots where to find us.
That's not true. That cannot be true.
Oh, it is.
How? How do you know this? If you have proof, I need to see it right now.
You don't get to demand anything of me, Andreja. I know what I've seen! Because we were a loose end! We knew things. Locations, names. They never trusted us. We were just a mess that needed cleaning up. I don't have... It doesn't work like that. I've put things together over the years. Slates, communications, interrogations.
A name, Jada. Give me a name. You must have heard one by now.
Tomasar Kadik. That's the bastard from the High Council who's been helping the Zealots.
And did you hear this from Aaron?
Aaron? What? No, I haven't talked to him in a year. What do you know about it?
Jada, I swear on the Serpent himself, I would never betray you. I need time to make this right. Can we go somewhere and talk?
I am not giving up on this. I've tracked them this far, and I'm going to see this through. You want your proof? Well, they have it.
So, you think you've won, do you?
That's him! That's the bastard responsible for the ambush! If you're not lying to me, then you better help me take him down. Otherwise, I'll just have to destroy you both. Get back to your ship. The two of you have got a lot of goddamn nerve. Waltzing in here, like nothing ever happened. Unbelievable.
I smile today, in the knowledge that the Great Serpent has truly blessed my ship and my crew. Why else would he have delivered unto me?
Ship from dock.
Dregs of our purge
Done.
years ago.
Now free.
The awful that escaped our righteous justice.
Target's engine down.
Pathetic.
Target's jump system down.
Betraying the charge laid upon them by the Great Serpent, gave you over to us to atone for their sins. It always irks me that you escaped the fate you deserved. But now, the Serpent sets my mind at ease, and in his name, I will cleanse your filth from this universe.
Really can't believe you thought you'd just show up. After all this time.
I do not understand. It cannot be possible that the High Council would betray us like that. He must have been lying. Zealots have interpreted the teachings of Jinan Barun in the most hostile way possible, and are convinced they are the only true followers of the Great Serpent. They have always been certain in their beliefs and actions. Does not make them correct. Something about this does not feel right. This message. The code at the bottom. I have seen this before. I know where we need to go. I must explain. House Barun values secrecy above nearly all else. Those of us sent out into the settled systems, we cannot return. It is not just about rules. When we are assigned a mission, we are taken to a point outside of House Barun's domain. We do not jump ourselves. We are never given the coordinates for Varun Kai, our homeworld. We literally cannot return. Only a select few are ever trusted with that knowledge. I can never go home. Unless I am permitted. Perhaps there is. I cannot travel to my home. but I can reach out another way. But it means putting you in danger in a way you have not been before. I cannot say for certain what will happen. Thank you. That means a great deal. There is an old derelict star station where I may get answers. I know that seems vague. It will become clear when we arrive.
The two of you have got a lot of goddamn nerve. Just waltzing in here like nothing ever happened. Unbelievable.
Separation complete.
Yes, we're here. Look at those beautiful stars.
Green lights on outer hatch. We're docked.
Hello.
Alright, follow me. I will say again, there is danger for you here, likely for us both. I need you to trust me. These stations were built by the United Colonies during the Serpent's Crusade. They were abandoned when peace was brokered. They are an excellent place to hide in plain sight. Before we go any further, I cannot stress this enough. Keep your weapons at your side. Do not make any sudden moves. Do nothing to appear hostile. Thank you. Please give me a moment. I am not the one who needs to explain himself, Tomisar.
I am surprised by your tone. What has gotten into you? This is very unlike you. Almost insubordinate.
I know what you have done. The messages you sent.
You are not making any sense. Of course I send you messages. That is how this works. That is how it has always worked.
Not to me. To the zealots. To the fanatics who murdered my friends, who tried to murder me.
You must be mistaken. Or perhaps confused. Nothing like that has ever happened.
Enough! I have the transcripts, Tomisar. You did this. You told them where to find us.
Now, let's just take a moment. No one wants to make accusations they might regret. You are from that Constellation group. I've heard all about you. You have turned her against me, filled her head with lies. This will not be allowed to stand. Insolence! You have corrupted her!
I said enough! This is between you and me.
This has gone far enough. Talk some sense into her at once. Neither of you would dare lift a finger against me. Against House Varun. I have already said this is a misunderstanding. No. If you let Andreja hurt me, I am her only link to the High Council. To House Varun. Without me, she can never return home. You must make her listen to reason.
He is responsible. He deserves to die.
Did you not hear me? You do this, you lose everything!
I heard you. I know what it costs me. But he deserves it. Does he not? I have been betrayed. Why should I care anymore? The only thing keeping him alive right now is... I know that if I do this, I lose my home. Probably forever. I do not know what to do. Yes. It is the only right thing. You betrayed me, Tomisar. When you see the Great Serpent, be sure and tell him who sent you. Always worth checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets. That felt good. It does, doesn't it? I know in my heart the Great Serpent will see that I have done what is right, no matter what House Varun may say. And whatever comes next, I know that I can count on you to face it with me. We should leave this place. Can we return to the lodge? How quickly can you get that done?
Greetings, Captain.
We're free and clear for... Nice job. We're right on target.
The Den responding to hail. You are cleared to dock. Welcome to UC space.
Nice clean dock there.
You should inspect your ship for heat leeches every couple landings.
Good to see you. I hope we have what you...
Ships really?
I do not spend as much time here as some of the others, but I appreciate that I was still given my own room.
Look at how far we've come. It's all becoming so overwhelming. The Starborn, the artifact visions, the music. Is it all worth it?
Mateo, are you having a crisis of faith? You?
What if the Starborn are right? What if our hunt for the artifacts is a fool's errand, doomed to failure and catastrophe?
You think we're doing the wrong thing? We just want answers. Isn't that why we all joined in the first place? The noble quest of discovery?
The concern is not unwarranted. We are unsure what we are dealing with here.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to shame either of you. Blame the workings of a worried mind. I just hope that this journey doesn't turn us into something that we wouldn't recognize from where we are now.
Hate to interrupt, but I have a favor to ask. Lot of equipment on the Eye has reached the span's end. If we're going to find more artifacts further out, we need work done. Got the nods and signs from Sarah and Walter for the materials, but I need hands.
Well, hold the lines, March. Seems like you got business with the person with you already. Tip my ear when you're done?
What's up? Hey, let me know when you're ready to take me along with you. Should only be a few years. See you later.
At this point, I don't care what you have to do to get that project back on track. Within reason.
It is a good day, yes? How can I assist? Yes, please. It is relatively well trafficked, but there are fewer prying eyes than some other locations. The UC Vanguard has operated out of the den for some time, but they are poorly staffed and supplied. It can be a good... I understand he has connections within the High Council. I do not know much more about him. It was never my job to know. As I have said, he is the one who has given me assignments. He sent me to hire smugglers like Aaron and Jada, and coordinate transport missions for them. He would have known their names, but I cannot imagine that he would ever contact them directly. Goodbye. For now. Thank you for coming back here with me. I fear that after all that has happened, I am unsure of my place in House Barun. This room may now be the only place I have left to call home. It is reassuring to hear you say that, but still, I have killed the man who was the only connection to my people. I have no way to reach House Barun now. What if I am cut off from them forever? What if I am branded a traitor? I do not deny that. But in the moment I was so consumed by rage. The consequences are only just now becoming clear to me. I do not know how to live without some connection to House Barun. The Great Serpent has always been a guiding force in my life. The force that drives all that I do. What if I have lost that? Yes, that is true. Whatever else has happened or will happen, the Great Serpent still holds a purpose for me. You have been by my side through all of this, the most turbulent time in my life. And you have supported me, faithfully. I have never been able to count on any single person the way I have with you. If I am repeating myself, you will have to forgive me. I cannot overstate what it means to me. Well, that is... I am sorry. I need a moment. I admit this is a surprise. I did not quite realize you felt this way about me. But if you mean it, my feelings are not so different from yours. I am afraid, though, that it cannot be. I am not willing to share you with anyone else, and you are already in a relationship. I could, however, use a best friend, and I think he would fit that role very well. So if we are to be best friends, then I shall do everything I can to be there for you, in the way that you have for me. How can I sit here feeling sorry for myself when there is so much for us to do? Hello, excellent to see you. Your presence in my life is much appreciated. So much. What do you mean? I see. I wondered when we might have this conversation. I admit this is a surprise, but I am afraid I could, however... So if we are to be best, how can I sit here feeling sorry? Ah, a face I never mind seeing. What can I do for you? I was raised to be... What do you mean? I see. But I could, however, so if... How can I sit here feeling sorry?
If you want to talk, make it quick. I think... Goodbye.
Hate to interrupt, but I have a favor to ask. Lot of equipment on the eye. Got the nods. Yeah, and I have. Need more than just the you and I. Asked around. A few constellations are already on their way up.
As much as I love uncovering your questions,
Got a call, someone's power kept...
Star Station LO-868. You need the eye? This is Constellation Star Station LO-868. Welcome aboard.
Just grab a wrench. Should be quick.
Captain, hello. I am satisfied to see
We'll fire
that you
everything up once
survived
it's all
your
tightened
most
down.
recent sleep cycle.
Setting up some software. Want to test the computer over there? Helped Vladimir code up this system the first time. Now, how did this work again? Now that is some fine team.
Lend a hand? Grab a couple of wrenches and let's tighten this equipment down.
My attention's glue is on the station monitors. Check with the others.
Done it? Go on. See who else needs some help.
Why can't I use the welder?
Hey, you mind helping me weld up some of these panels? Well, can't win them all, I guess. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen.
You color the wrong wires. Station showing red. Nastier than I measured. Figured a few of the parts might be iffy, but this is going to take more than a span.
I won't leave you hanging, Vladimir. Cora and I can stay with you until the eye is back to 100%.
No need for the martyr's clothes, but I'm happy to have the help. As for you, while we're giving the eye the sorts, need to tip your ear on another matter when you got the time.
Some folk never leave their hometown.
Ah, weird. I was just thinking. Well, never mind. Hey.
Oh, sore. Well, don't want to worry anyone, but we got more competition. Not Starborn, rival collector. Captain Petrov owns a salvager vessel called the Scow. Runs it like a palace of novelties. And he's got a new prize in his collection. Reached out through my hand-to-hands to see if we can do an honest swap. He says the rock ain't for sale for any price. Think we're gonna need a crowbar and bag for this one. He's got a reputation for seeing the gold in things, but he's no lab coat. Thinking he knows it's unique, but not why. All the more reason to clutch tightly. Left the life of a Jacobons behind myself. I know what I'm asking. But I see a clutch prize not up for the prying any other way. Not sending you lone hook on the job. I want Sarah with you on this one. You two will be foot to foot the whole way, so make sure you're ready. Give me the nod when you can.
Howdy. You got an appointment? 'Cause if not, consider this area reserved. Wow, nice to meet you too. Good thing you aren't with marketing. I've written up a program just for the occasion, but as Ryujin knows, it's yours for either a price or a favor. Sure, I can... Wait. Back to business, shall we? I've written up a program. And should he? Nothing's for free, you know. Cost is a given. Oh, I'm pretty sure it's not. I get the feeling you're trying to stiff me. It is a really nice amount of credits. Maybe I am getting a little greedy here. Alright, you win. No wonder Ryujin hired you. A pleasure, as always. Your job is simple. Just run this little beauty on Ularu Chen's computer, and the program will take care of the rest. Once you're done, bring the slate back to me at my place. Whatever encryption Ularu has is bound to take some real work. More than my little setup here can handle. It's nice to see you know more than just sneaking around and talking a good game. Here's the slate. I'll be waiting.
I'm so out of my mind right now. Licorice fan myself.
Well, each their own.
You're not authorized to be here. I'm holding you for trespassing. Nice try, but the building is off limits. You sure didn't get in by any authorized means. I'll be the judge of that. I'm starting to think you're trying to get away with something. Yeah, I hear you. Maybe I'm just being paranoid. Look, I'll trust you, but if any of us catch you on another floor, we'll shoot first and ask questions later. People joke, say those Varun zealots worship a snake. But let me tell you, it ain't a snake. It's some kind of celestial being. They call it the Is there more? How will I know? The hell was that? They're here! Right here! Target identified!
So, you made it. Guess Ryujin's security really is slipping. Just brimming with confidence, aren't you? But I've seen your work in the trade tower, so I'll at least give you some credit. Now, I'll take that program back that I gave you, and let's give the data a look. So, let's take a look. Ularu has some impressive encryption on her file. Not that I can't crack it, of course. Circumventing protections, running decryption. This should just take a moment now. Damn, I'm good. That went faster than I thought. I'm saving several files to a slate for Dalton, including access history and anything related to Project Dominion. Adding in new encryption for him as well, so he's the only one that can view these. And done. You're all set. I've got the new encrypted slate. Let me tell you, it looks like fun times ahead for Ryujin. Technically, I'm not supposed to look, but it's kind of hard to not see what's going on while running all my software. Since you came through on your end, let's just say that slate isn't going to paint the best picture for Ms. Imogene Salzo. But bear in mind, you're dealing with some pretty talented people when it comes to falsifying information. And don't be too sure about that. Imogene was practically raised in the corporate underworld. I'd almost guarantee there's intent behind everything she does. Here's the slate. As usual, always a pleasure doing business with Ryujin.
Oh, hello?
I could really use an eau de bras right now.
And accessories for all your hectic needs of everything.
Congrats on the job. Have a nice day.
Hey there. Something you need? Only that some drama went down during the security update. You know, the one where they kicked us all out of the building for a free day off. Security's keeping pretty tight-lipped about the whole thing. I'm betting they found some dirt on someone's personal computer. Either that, or someone was dumb enough to try and break in.
Leave me be. I'm on duty.
Supply chain disruptions in the Cheyenne system.
Thanks again for your assistance.
Joe won't be
I
happy
trust you'll
about
be
that.
discreet. There is an aquatic species on Voli Epsilon. Only one. Meanwhile, which begs the question. I suppose I should just speak plain. I know what you're thinking, and I am not what you'd call a bleeding heart. Moreover, I find but I also... So I try. The smells alone would back up your statement, but as much as I dislike when you spend the time I spend... Until next time.
I hope you realize what your negligence has cost this company. Your orders were to incapacitate or evade security, not go on a killing spree. Touché. At least we've established we're both failures. Now, let's see what sort of data was worth the lives you took. It was possible that someone's been accessing Ularu's files remotely. It's quite a complicated trace, too. I'm impressed Nix was able to track all of this. Damn. And there's our culprit. Imogene Salzo, Senior Operations Specialist, and one of the few I had in mind for who could pull this off. Well, the motive could be anything. Credits, grudges, even boredom. Either that, or she's highly displeased with someone at the company. Well, before we make any harsh decisions, I'll need to question her myself. I want you to head to her office and escort her here. We have to make sure she doesn't try anything before I have a chance to speak with her. If she runs, the guilt will be apparent. And you'll have no choice but to dispose of her. As much as I'd like you to subdue her and bring her in, Imogene would never allow it. She knows what fate lies ahead for those who betray this corporation and get caught. I just want to avoid a scene. Sending you keeps the rumor mill at bay. Don't put anything past her. When you're dealing with corporate workers, discerning the truth from the lies is the hardest part.
Let me guess. Looking for Imogene? I'm sure you can tell by now. She isn't here, which is a shame since I have several documents I need her to sign off on. She's always been the master of avoiding desk work. There are work skills and there are life skills. I can't help it if I have both. She hasn't stepped into the office since the maintenance closure, probably abusing her paid time off again. I know for a fact she doesn't have any external meetings or business trips. Well, that desk work is what keeps your cred stick full, and this company 2 steps ahead. So why are you looking for Imogene? Is she in trouble? Aren't you the boring one? I have Imogene's last location at Frankie's Grab and Go, which we all know is a front for the Sioka Syndicate. You'll want to get executive sign-off if you plan on chasing after her. I'd say Dalton is your best bet. I forgot you're familiar with Neon and Bayou's intricate web of connections. I suppose if you want to be efficient, you could bypass Dalton and go straight to Bayou. You're just cutting out the middleman, right? Good luck finding Imogene. Oh, and if you do catch up with her, be sure to let her know I had everything to do with it.
I know you. So safe.
I don't recall sending for anyone. What do you want? It's been a very beneficial partnership. As long as we continue to look out for our mutual interests, I can't complain. Well, that was riveting.
Got my hands full right now.
You're bothering me. And I don't have to listen. It's one of my rules, and it served me well. Besides, you don't want to talk to me. Fact is, I'm not a good man. Best keep your distance. Yeah, keep things short. Don't drink on the job, drink every minute after. Never play cards with a street rat. Don't love what you can't respect. That's all I got. Anything more would break the first rule. No, I'm not. So I did. But that was before the war. So yeah, I've killed people. Some of them even deserved it. Not all, but some. And every so often, I get strangers coming up to me wanting payback. But I'm still here. I was young. Stupid, really. Ended up killing more people in a week than all my years here. And if you see enough shit, you lose your edge. Now, I just drink. Later.
Need something? Never heard of him. Now, are you gonna buy something or just annoy me all day? This city will be the death of me. Yeah, I know Headlock can't stand him. And I heard some of the other Sioka can't either. That boy doesn't know how to keep himself out of trouble. What'd he do this time? Well, if any place should be terrorized, it may as well be the Emporium. In any case, if you're so desperate to find him, he and his friends are probably hanging out in Warehouse 4 or somewhere near there. I gotta ask, what are you gonna do with him? I have no affection for him whatsoever. I wouldn't mind seeing him get smacked around and put in his place. But that doesn't mean I think he should be killed. Huh. How very noble of you. I certainly wouldn't go get myself killed on Tevin's account. Anyways, I got a shop to run. Are you gonna buy something or what? Come again.
Who the hell are you? And who do we have here? You here for business, or to get your head caved in? Piece of shit! That's not gonna happen.
Back out! No one kills Sioka here!
Sorry, kind of busy.
I need a drink.
What'll it be? Hope you're a paying customer. Mostly tied up in those disciples. I may not be on. Lucky for me. Solomon thought us, of course. Now it's just me. See you around.
I have some sleep crate units available for rent.
Be careful. Headlock is a dangerous gentleman. Oh my. Now that is a true relief. I'm not one to get involved with the rabble. So, please visit us again if you're in the market for luxury items.
I usually scratch.
Systems premier financial institution.
Yeah?
Yes? Well? Out with it. I don't recall sending a heads up. You're telling me you're heading into my own territory. That's not how this works. First, you tell me why, and then if I'm satisfied, I'll graciously grant you permission. Believe me, he's going to hear about this. As far as I'm concerned, the Syndicate can tear you apart the moment you set foot in there. Now get out of my lounge before I have you escorted. Your superiors are going to owe me to make up for your actions here. Wait. Is this... Are you actually attempting to blackmail me? Just a moment. Oh, I need to catch my breath. Whew, thank you. I needed a laugh like that. Let me tell you something. I've been threatened by people much worse than you could ever hope to be. I don't care if you have a video clip of me stabbing someone in the heart with 100 eyewitnesses. It's never going to stick. So go ahead and take your recording to the Rangers, the FC Council, hell, put it on SSNN. Whatever happens, it's not going to affect me one bit. Not that it's any of your business, but yes. Actually, there are a lot of perks that come with the job. One snap of my finger and people who ask too many questions get through. Are we done? Good.
see how short my temper is.
Now is the time to enhance your life. Here at Enhance, we offer a full range of cosmetic.
I gotta take care of it. Days are too short. Website's changed. I work the warehouses. Uh-huh.
Can I help you? Better have credits to... Until next time.
Might want to get that looked at. I've been thinking about getting a pad or something. The colors.
Gangs think they run this city. I don't see.
Hold it right there, Op. I need you to back down and give me a chance to explain. I had a feeling you'd be the one to come after me. You stay in this business long enough, you get enough favors and connections that can help you see anything coming. Nyx owed me a favor and gave me the heads up. Yeah? And I didn't look guilty before based on those files you got from Nyx? Ularu set me up. Yes, I've been acting as a double agent, but because she ordered me to. The assignment was meant to deceive, not benefit. And Project Dominion is way above my pay grade. It'd be impossible for me to deliver it. At least, intentionally. Of course. But first you have to understand, she used me to play an unwitting part in this, so I'm the one that takes the fall. That's why I said it'd be impossible for me to intentionally pull this off. I'm not the one with motive here. First, I'm not about to reboot my life. Second, I'm not spending the rest of my life looking over my shoulder for the next field op they'd send after me. You're trusting me on this one. Huh. Not to cast doubt on myself, but I fully expected to push my persuasion skills to the limit. I can see Genevieve and Alexis cringing over those words. If you live in Neon long enough, it's not a surprise you'd start to see the darker side. This slate holds the evidence to prove my innocence. I just need you to make sure Dalton sees it. I won't forget it. And I have a feeling you wouldn't let me anyway. I'm going to stay here and lay low until I know where Dalton and Masako stand. In the meantime, I know you don't hear it too often, but thank you. I had a feeling you'd be the one to... I know this doesn't look good, but Ularu set me up. And Project Dominion is way above my pay grade. It'd be impossible. The only load of crap is me being guilty. An internal neuroamp that can theoretically control other people, if the evidence points... What better way to frame someone than to take control? Power, of course. Corporations maintain their success by any means necessary, but there are some measures Masako is reluctant to take. You may have noticed that none of your assignments directly involve murder. Masako reserves those actions only when it's absolutely necessary. Ularu sees this as a sign of weakness that needs to be dealt with. Because she knows I'm the most believable target, I'm the only one at Ryujin with the skills to even come close to being able to pull off a job like this. That's what makes it dangerous. No one would believe it. So, if Ryujin keeps this tech a secret, suddenly every deal, every legal matter, every little thing is going to go their way. Yes, it's what the technology does, and it explains why the evidence against me is so solid. Come to think of it, it also explains a few strange bouts of disorientation I've been having the past few months. I know it doesn't look good, but that's exactly why I've been gathering my own evidence. Ularu has the skill to pull this off, but she's also been behind a desk for years now. I knew she'd miss something. This slate holds all the evidence against her. Nyx's contract limits his investigation to Ularu's computer and her network activity. I hacked into building security and was able to recover deleted records of her accessing the Project Dominion prototype. I guarantee the third-party company Dalton is using for his security directive Theta won't even notice it. I was hoping you would. I'm still going to lay low until I hear the coast is clear. As long as Ularu still thinks I'm on the run, she'll remain confident that her plan is working. And I know you don't hear it much around the office, but thanks. You just made the wrong choice.
this means you finished your business.
I'm a little busy right now.
Ever wonder how they think? You're in the Vanguard, right?
Well, look who's back. Dalton's gonna lose it when he finds out you went to the Syndicate without talking to him. Well, can't say I didn't warn you if he takes it personally. At least you had the good sense to speak to Bayou. So tell me, what did you find out? Inside the Syndicate? That area's off limits, and I think we both know why. Imogene knew exactly what she was doing when she went there. If you think I'm paying for that information, think again. It's just a matter of time before it finds its way onto my desk, and I can be a very patient person. Oh my. Imogene pointing the finger at Ularu. That would be a first. Ularu will want her head when she finds out. Those two have been a team ever since Imogene started here. And saying they had a student-teacher relationship is probably an understatement. For either one to betray what we all assumed they had is more than a bit surprising. That's quite a statement. This situation is gonna give Dalton some serious anxiety. At least it sounds like Imogene has it under control. For now. A mole? No. Ularu's not about to work for another corporation. If she's betraying Ryujin, she's doing it under her own personal agenda. You and me both. Imogene and I may not always get along, but there's no one better at her job. Besides, I don't have the patience to build a relationship with someone new. I think it's time to do a little investigating of my own.
They know how to make it right.
Is there something I can help you with? Excuse me? Let me close this door before you say anything else you might regret. Just a moment. Shutting the door and engaging locks. That's better. And that's quite the story you just threw in my face. Not to mention a serious accusation. And just where is this absurd notion coming from? Is this a game? I wasn't aware. I don't need to impress anyone here but myself. You have a point.
Oh, sure. And I've heard enough. Now tell me who your source is, or quit wasting my time. Probably because you don't have any. It sounds like you're only here to waste my time. Now that sounds more like a proposition I could get behind. Fine. Since it's just you and me here, I'll come clean. I leaked Project Dominion to Infinity Ltd. But I'm no mole. Please. It's insulting that you think I'd actually be working for someone other than Ryujin or myself. The only traitor to speak of here is Masako. You see, I'm not a mole. I'm an opportunist. And no one is more loyal to Ryujin than I am. Masako, on the other hand, is losing her touch. Ryujin needs strong leadership for what lies ahead. A CEO who can make the hard decisions. It's all part of my plan. But don't worry, Infinity Ltd will never be able to complete Vina's work. I made sure of that. Oh, I'm no traitor to Ryujin. I'm the one that's going to keep this company on top for decades to come. So, now that you know, it's time to see how good you are at making hard decisions. With your help, I can take down Masako and make the credits worth your while. So whose side are you on? Masako's or Ryujin's? Well, it seems we're at an impasse now. You want to bring the entire building security team down on you? Dalton included? Best case scenario for you is Ryujin executes you on the spot. Either that, or you become a public spectacle who they'll prosecute at the highest level. I admit, I misjudged Infinity Ltd's level of competency. If only I'd have gone to see Simon myself, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. But I've learned from that mistake. So good luck. You won't find a thing.
I hate waiting. It's just...
So, you're finally back. And here I thought sending you after her would be a simple task. I suppose you suddenly have all the facts now. This explanation better be good. I have a mind to fire you just for that comment. Of course. We've scrubbed security footage and run through access card permissions and found nothing. The project itself is an enormous security risk, but our lead R&D engineer, Vina Kara, has been working on ways to mitigate this. I find it hard to believe Ularu would take the chance to incriminate herself. But if this slate provides indisputable evidence to corroborate your story, well, that's enough proof for me. It will be a relief to reinstate Imogene as well. Now, I need to undertake the laborious task of writing up a report to summarize all of this. In the meantime, Masako has requested your presence in R&D. She wants you to meet her in Vinakara's office. Not that I enjoy it, but I wouldn't trust anyone but myself with these reports as it is.
I'll keep out of yours.
You must be in someone's good graces to be invited up to the executive. If you need to make an appointment with Miss Chen or Miss Imada, please speak to my colleague Maeve. Well, I'm not the only Ellicott working in Ryujin Tower. My daughter Jupiter works at the front desk, and my wife Nancy works for Tranquility. Sounds like an unfair assumption to me. Nancy and I met here, and Jupiter graduated top of her class from her executive training program. Sure, I got her an interview, but she got the job on her own, and she's kept it on her own too. I'm happy to help. The executive floor houses all of Ryujin's... Again, happy to help. Enjoy your day. Thank you for stopping by.
The Ryujin CEO is no joke in the boardroom.
Don't cause any trouble.